All right, ladies, I am back. Beautiful black women. I'm going to get this weight off. And again, I'm going to teach you how to lose 20 pounds in 30 days, if we can do it. So let's get right into it. I'm going to do a little recap. Obviously, we just got back from the store, and we are going to go over these food lists, exactly what you can eat on this program. We went over the science of losing weight. And the science of losing weight is basically like this. You're going to eat vegetables, mostly green vegetables. And we're going to expand that on the next video. But basically, this is what we're going to be eating. We're eating vegetables and animal products, chicken, fish, beef, etc. We're going to be basically staying out of the middle of the store. We're not going to be eating any processed foods, which puts the weight on you. It's not calories. It's what they're putting in the foods. And if you listen to some of the other videos, I talk about this, and we're going to talk about this over and over and over until you get it. But once that weight starts coming off you, trust me, you're going to understand it a little more. So now let's look at these food lists. So on the program, I give you a list of foods that you can eat. So it's basically just a list of all the vegetables that are low in sugar. Just like the science of weight loss, we're going to be focusing on plants, material on God's table that are low in sugar. So for the first 3 days, we're going to be a little specific on what you're going to be eating. So we're going to be sticking with vegetables that are extremely low in sugar. And so for the first 3 days, what we're trying to do is we want to burn off all the glucose as much as we possibly can out of your system so you start burning stored fat. Got it? So extremely low levels of sugars in plant materials that it's extremely low in sugar. So what we're trying to do is we want to shock your body. Your body's going to go into shock, and it is going to start searching for another source of energy. So now let's look at this. It says first 3 days only. You're going to eat as much as you want. Beef, poultry, lamb, pork, wild-caught seafood. Now, wild-caught seafood is actually better than this farm-raised. And we're going to get more into that wild-caught seafood, salmon, flounder, rather than getting farm-raised. But obviously, if you don't have access to it, you can eat that. And then, obviously, we're going to be talking more about eating better pork, lamb, poultry, beef. And it's how they're eating. It's what they're eating is going to determine the quality of these foods. It says they're cage-free organic eggs, and you can fix them any way that you want. Now, eggs, we're going to go in the store. We're going to take a look at eggs also. When they say organic eggs, cage-free, chickens are supposed to be running around eating worms and bugs. Most of the chickens are not like that. They're cooped up, they're stressed out, and they're really it's a really lot of drama with the eggs. So you might have to spend a little more on eggs, but you're not eating processed food, so you can afford it. Moving along, you have the organic chicken or beef broth, heavy cream, hard aged block cheese. So that means cheddar cheese, mozzarella, Swiss, the block cheese you see in the stores, not the shredded cheese. And I'm going to show you what's in shredded cheese. You're going to be shocked. But no shredded cheese. So don't buy the shredded cheese. If you have a shredder at home, take the block cheese and shred it. Shred it up if you want to put some in your eggs or something. All right, that's it with the animal products. So the animal products aren't really going to change. They're really not going to change. You're always going to have an availability to eat these type of foods because most people eat them. Listen, this is what people eat, and we're just trying to get the weight off. And as we go along, we'll talk about eating more quality and going more into eating more plant material. All right, moving on. Now, here's where we're going to get a little more specific now. And then we're going to add in more vegetables. So these are the vegetables that are extremely low in sugar. So it's any organic lettuce salad. So it's romaine, iceberg, any kind of lettuce that you see in the store. And we're going to look at the lettuce section. Also, you can have cucumbers, radishes, and celery. So basically, there's 4 things that you can. So we know that these 4 vegetables are extremely low in sugar. And what's going to happen, your body is going to be shocked and it's going to go right into those fat stores and start pulling it out. Everybody got that? So this is just the first 3 days. The record was 24 pounds in 3 days. I had a large gentleman many years ago, a big man, lost 24 pounds. I also had another lady lose 18 pounds in 3 days. So it works. You're going to get this weight. It's going to be a lot of water weight, but that's okay. That's okay. Water weight still got to come off. You shouldn't be holding all that water anyway. Herbs and spices without added sugar. So the herbs and spices, what I do when I tell people, we always want to buy or purchase herbs individually. So you want individual pepper, individual garlic, onion powder, paprika, cayenne, cumin, etc. And you want to buy all these separately. You don't want to buy these blends. One of the only blends that I see out there that's pretty good is Mrs. Dash, but we're going to go into the blends versus getting individual. So for now, everything has to be individual spices. And then you can make a blend. So when I'm cooking, let's say some chicken, I'll make a blend of spices, garlic and onion powder, paprika, and I'll mix them up. And that's how I make how I season, because the spices in the stores are drama, and we're going to look at those. All right. Then you can have lemon. You can have the juice of lemon. Juice of lemon. If you want to put it in your salad or anything like that, so you can have juice. Lemons are low in sugar. Most people are not going to eat the whole lemon, but lemon is fine. You can have lemon. Lemons are one of the fruits that are low in sugar. Okay, so that's on your first 3 days. Your first 3 days. So now you're going to go to the store and you're going to purchase these. Now, so the most important thing is planning. Planning is the most important thing. And we're going to get into planning in the next video, because after this, we're going to look at the next 27 days. The next 27 days. The next 27 days, after you finish this, you are going to add more vegetables. You're going to be adding in more vegetables. The meats, the chicken, the fish, all that is going to stay the same, basically. Even though in the next 27 days, you'll see that there's going to be more meats and more animal products. But basically, that's how it's going to be. So it's always going to be the same formula. It's going to be the formula of vegetables and animal products. And in the last one, we looked at some sample menus. So in the next video, we're going to look at a lot more sample menus, because you want to see what the other clients are doing. Listen, ladies, this weight comes off fast. And you'll be shocked once you stop eating processed foods and start putting foods from God's table, how fast the weight comes off. You guys can do this. I know, I've seen it. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people in my life have done this, and they keep it in their heads, and they know how to keep the weight off. But we know we've got to get it off first. It's going to be challenging in the beginning, but if you plan, you're going to be fine. And I'm going to help you plan it out. If you want to work with me, we work more in the planning, in the motivation more than anything. Because other people around you are not going to understand what's going on. All they know is they're going to look at you and go, what's going on with you? You lost some weight. And you're going to say, yeah, I've been listening to this guy, nutritionist Rob, and he knows how to get the weight off of us. And so now, if you get your friends and your family involved, you guys will start talking about getting the weight off, talking and learning from each other and giving each other recipes, things like that. Actually, looking at this, I forgot to mention salad dressings. Now, on the program, I have salad dressings. Salad dressings in the stores are very, very dangerous. Lots of sugar in the salad dressings. So on the program, Lose 20 Pounds in 30 Days, I'm going to give you a lot of salad dressing recipes. Obviously, you can go online and get your own recipes, but I have a lot of recipes. It's critical trying to lose the weight, putting something on your salad. I know black people, we love ranch dressing. That is the worst dressing to put. Ranch, French, those are the worst ones. And if you look at the ingredients, you're going to see how bad they are. And as we go along, like I told you before, we are going to be diving into these ingredients so you learn how to look for preservatives, additives, extra sugars, monosodium glutamate. And you need to go back to the other videos and watch those because I go over a lot of that stuff. Okay? So we're going to stop here. We're going to go right into the next 27 days. We're not going to go to the store today, but on the next video, we are going to go to the store because we got to look around the store and see what kind of meat you need to be eating. And we're going to look at more of the vegetables. All right? I'll see you on the next video. I'm out.